Hi, oh my god. Hey, it's me, Lily. It's been a while, I think, but I'm back and I'm still the same kind of. I have new hair, but otherwise I'm me, and as you might have guessed from the title, I want to show you my favorite, or like all-time favorite, but also some recent favorite art items or art supplies, like sketchbooks, pens and stuff like that. So yeah, just let's start. Some of my recent favorites, my really recent favorites, are these Muji pens from the Muji store. So they look like this, and it's just a like really fine tip, and it also says like 0.38. I got some more of these. I probably bought a really bad one once. It was this blue one, and I thought they aren't that great, but then I just gave them a second chance because I heard other people say they are really nice. So I bought these three, and they were all really nice, and I already got a refill for the black one. I think there's some quality issues because I once started like upside down in my backpack, and as you can maybe see from the lid that it has some weird marks here. It's because the black color completely came out, like completely, but quite a lot of it, so at least a little bit because of that I had to get a new filling, but they're rechargeable, so you can open these and then you can just buy these, and it's even more cheap. They are not that expensive, I think, for quite good pens, but they have some quality issues. I think they sometimes vary in their quality, and also the color sometimes comes out. So now I always keep them like upside up, how do you call that, like this, and my backpack, so no color comes out. I'm not a pro at watercolor, but I'm really practicing. So this is my watercolor case. It's from, whoa, as you can see, it's refillable. You can fill it up with these small watercolor stuff, and you can also exchange the colors, but I just took the ones that came with it already. There are like 12 colors, and it's from Winsor and Newton, and I think it's quite a popular brand. But there wasn't any black that came with it, so I just bought an extra black and like a tube. But still, I really like it because it's really handy, it's really small. It was quite cheap for watercolors, for a good quality watercolor. And it also came with like a tiny brush, so you can more or less already take this and maybe some water with you, and then you can use it on the go. But additionally to that, I got these, like you can fill water in these. I think they are by Pentel, water brush or something like that called. It's just a simple brush. They just got like this normal brush tip. It's like made from artificial fibers, and you can put water in here like I did for these two, as you can see. And then they dispense the water continuously while you draw. It's a lot easier to get a more even coloring, so I really like it. Because next I still have two pens. One is this Touchliner by Shinhan Art or something. It's just a simple like fine liner. Yes, it's black and has a 0.5 millimeters tip. And it's really smooth, so it depends on the paper, but I quite like this. Also for just taking notes. This one I actually bought because it was Christmas and wanted to decorate some stuff. It's like a white pen. It's by Uni-ball, Signo. I don't know how to pronounce that. So it's just a white pen with a fine tip. It works really well. I tried to do this art diary thing, and I think I went over this for 2 times, but even if you just draw a line like once, it's really opaque. I think you just need to go over it like once, I have one more tool that I wanted to show you. It's this thing. It's also really, really good for cutting paper and not just fabric. I would recommend to get one of these like circle blade cutters. Rotary cutter. Because you don't get like ripping the paper stuff like that. Next I just have like these pencil cases. This one I really like because of the design, just because it's so colorful and transparent, and yes, you can see it's from SuperDry. I think you can get it at every store. And this one is also a transparent pencil case. I just bought it at a stationery store, at a stationery store in Taiwan. Yeah, I just thought it was cute, and it's transparent on the back, so I can see my pens, and the size is like really nice. It fits the pens really nice, and I also lately put some, like, I cut up paper and put it inside. And yeah, I have some sketchbooks that I really like and I think are interesting to at least try out. First, this like brown paper thing, art diary, that I don't really keep, but I really like the paper. So I don't know which brand this is because this notebook was a gift, but this one I've scribbled on it and it's a little bit older already, but it's the Brownpad number 1, sorry. There's also a number 2, like 2 different kinds of brown paper, I think. It's really similar to the book one, like really similar shade and also similar texture. The texture is a little bit smoother on this one. But yeah, I really like this a little bit darker paper. That's also why I think this white pen would be interesting to draw with. I have like this random sketch. I have this sketchbook, it's just a white fabric kind of thing and it's like completely square, which is like really interesting, I think. Perfect for Instagram. Paper's quite nice. I tried it out with some watercolor and it works quite well. It's like thick enough paper for watercolor. And this is just a standard sketchbook I got. It's like a standard size. I like the smaller ones, so because I do mostly smaller illustrations, and that's the size where I guess most creative in. And I also really like these because if you draw 10 drawings, there's at least one drawing that's like weird or crappy, and I really like to keep my sketchbooks a little bit more tidy. I haven't taken this out, but if I intend to take it out one day, I can, so that's why I like these kind of books. I haven't used these lately, but last year I was really into these kind of really tiny, I think they are by Moleskine, and I filled them up so quickly and they was like really cheap, and it's like small and handy and light, and since it's not expensive I just draw everything in it, so it's really good for me to keep creative. Yeah, I think that was it. Those were all the things that I wanted to share with you. Have a nice day. Hope I could help you. You can write your favorite art supplies in the comments. Yeah, I would like to check those out too. And also check out my drawings if you're interested on Instagram. So have a creative day, everyone, and bye. See you next time. How do I turn it off, this camera?